My roommate pretends to be the rich #1 top gifter. He claims in the freshman group chat that he sent 500,000 yuan worth of gifts to the campus belle. And everyone believes him. They start kissing up to him like crazy. When I question it, he says I'm just jealous. Even the campus belle sneers at me. What does a broke loser like you know? If you've got the guts, send some yourself. I look at the account I used to send her money, let out a cold laugh, and hit the underage refund button right away. In the freshman group chat, my roommate Ethan posts a screenshot of him sending gifts to the campus belle, Vivian. He captions it, "Help Vivian win another PK battle." The quiet group chat instantly explodes. Look at his avatar. It's exactly the same as the #1 top gifter. Holy crap, aren't you that rich guy who sent Vivian 500,000 yuan in just 2 weeks? Oh my god, I was just wondering where this whale came from, and it turns out he's our junior. Junior, you're rich and good looking. I wonder who'll be lucky enough to date you. It has to be Vivian. They're a perfect match, and Ethan sent her so many gifts. They're definitely going to end up together. An unattainable goddess and a rich heir, what a perfect couple. Just then, Vivian posts in the group, "Ethan, I just added you." Her message pushes the chat to a fever pitch. Everyone starts hyping it up, the notifications popping non-stop. The noise pulls my attention, away from the live stream I'm watching. I lazily glance at the messages, and my brow furrows. In the screenshot Ethan posted, he really did send Vivian a hot air balloon worth 500, and his avatar really does match the #1 top gifters. But here's the thing. I open my own TikTok alt account profile. If he's the #1 top gifter, then who am I? In the buzzing group I send a message, "You've got it wrong. He just happens to have the same avatar as the top gifter." The moment I send it, the group goes silent for a moment. Then Ethan sends a sweat drop emoji. "Are you questioning me?" Seeing him angry, the others immediately jump to his defense. "I just checked the top gifter's profile. The IP is from this city, and it's linked to our school. How could it just be a coincidence? It's definitely Ethan. Who is this guy anyway? Talking nonsense. He's just jealous that Ethan is rich and handsome, and now Vivian likes him too." Seeing this, Ethan immediately replies, "This is my roommate Aiden. He acts all high and mighty in our dorm. He keeps to himself, with a weird antisocial personality. No one wants to hang out with him." The moment he sends it, the group starts mocking me. "Oh, so he's your roommate. No wonder he must be jealous of you. Ethan, be careful, guys like that are the most scheming. He might try to get back at you in the dorm. Don't worry, our Ethan is so rich, he must be not afraid of that guy. Moreover, we've got Ethan's back. If that guy dares to do anything, we won't let him off." "Exactly, he's just a friendless loner." Ethan quickly chimes in, "Hey, don't be so harsh, guys. Aiden is just a bit of a show-off, likes to put on airs. Now that I have great friends like you, I don't even bother with him anymore." What he calls putting on airs is when he invited me to eat and go to class together at the start of the semester, and I politely declined. In fact, I kept my distance from the other roommates too, and I explained that my family was busy. I'm rarely on campus, and I wasn't deliberately avoiding them. But Ethan, having lost face when I rejected him, got his revenge by mocking me. "You talk like your family has billion-dollar projects to handle. What could possibly keep you that busy? Antisocial is bad enough, but you also love to show off. So gross. Who'd want to hang out with you?" The moment Ethan finishes, the group rushes to praise him. Ethan is so kind, still defending a guy like that. He failed to show off himself, so he goes around questioning others. If you ask me, don't even give him face. Expose him on the campus confessions page. Watching their words get uglier and uglier, I frown and keep typing. Same IP doesn't mean it's the same person. You can ask Ethan to screenshot his own profile. Enough, Aiden. What more do you want? I've been putting up with you in the dorm, but that doesn't mean I'll let you slander me. What's mine is mine. Why should I fall into a self-justification trap? If you've got the guts, prove I'm not the top gifter, or find the real one. Otherwise, what right do you have to question me? Why? Because I am the real top gifter. I met Vivian on the first day of school. My parents taught me to keep a low profile, so I didn't let my butler drive me to campus. When I dragged my luggage to school, exhausted, Vivian was the one who helped me carry my things. I admit I had a bit of a crush on her. So when I heard from other seniors that her family was poor and she was live streaming on TikTok to pay tuition, I sent her 500,000 yuan in just 2 weeks. To protect her dignity, I even used an alt account. But the next moment Ethan says, "You say it, you prove it." I look at my account information, hesitate for a moment, and decide not to post the screenshot. Just then, Vivian pops up. "Aiden, isn't this you?" She sends a screenshot, and there it is, my friend request to her on WhatsApp that she ignored. Vivian sends a voice message sneering, "Hey, you sent me a friend request last week. I didn't want to bother responding, and since you're a guy, I didn't want to say anything too harsh. But you've been so vicious to Ethan, I can't stand it anymore. He's not just my top gifter, he's a friend who means a lot to me. I will not allow anyone to bully him." Vivian's words seal the deal that Ethan is her top gifter. The previously neutral group members immediately turn on me. "Ha ha ha, no wonder this guy hates Ethan so much. He couldn't simp his way to the goddess himself, so he's jealous Ethan got Vivian to add him on WhatsApp first. Turns out he's just a creepy simp lurking in the shadows. Someone like you, how could you compare to Ethan, who's wealthy and outgoing? Vivian added him, and not you. Are you losing your mind?" Reading Vivian's message, I freeze for a moment. What she's referring to is when our academic advisor told me to add her on WhatsApp for a sample file from the orientation activity. I sent her request twice, and she ignored both. Later, after I started sending her gifts, she sent me a direct message on TikTok asking for my WhatsApp. Worried about blowing my cover, I didn't reply. Her words now are pretty harsh, but considering she helped me at the start of the semester and I had a small crush on her, I hold back. I don't expose the screenshot in the group. Instead, I message Vivian. "I have something to tell you. Please accept my friend request." Vivian hasn't replied yet, but Ethan jumps in first, Couldn't add her once, so now you're trying to ride my coattails to add her again? You don't actually think adding Vivian will lead to anything, do you? After saying this, he turns to Vivian. Don't add him, this guy is vicious. I asked him to grab my takeout once, and I had diarrhea after eating it. I think he put something in it. Hearing this, the group reacts. Holy crap, this guy is cold-blooded. Is he trying to add Vivian to drive a wedge between her and Ethan? Vivian, don't fall for it. We've got to stand up for Ethan. Don't worry, on one hand we have a rich heir who sent her 500,000 yuan in one go, and on the other hand a creepy, vicious simp. Anyone with eyes knows who to pick. Sure enough, Vivian's reply finally arrives. Add you? Are you going to feed me that line about Ethan not being the top gifter again? I've heard plenty of bitter talk like yours, you think I'll believe you? I immediately type back. Whether you believe it or not, you'll see once you check it out. Get lost, what evidence could a guy like you possibly have? You're just making up excuses to add me as a friend. I'll never doubt Ethan, our bond isn't something you can break. Besides, if Ethan isn't the top gifter, are you saying you are? Do you even know how much 500,000 yuan is? A broke loser like you has probably never seen that kind of money in your life. I take a deep breath at her sharp words. On her live streams, Vivian was always so humble. Every time I sent her gifts, she'd gently tell me to send less, to save it for food and clothes. Combined with my first impression of her, I always thought she was a sweet, modest girl. I can't take it anymore and type back, so are you adding me or not? Seeing my anger, Vivian completely loses patience. No, if you've got the guts, send me 500,000 yuan too, then I'll think about adding you. How could he afford 500,000? He can't even pull out 50 bucks. I really want to see the look on his face right now. Ethan sends a smirking emoji. What a shame you can't see it. But I'm heading back to the dorm soon. I can live broadcast just how ugly his face looks. Half an hour later, the dorm door opens, and Ethan struts in arrogantly. Aiden, now you know who the real clown is, right? You tried to humiliate me but ended up getting humiliated yourself, haha. His words forced me to put down my phone. I turn my head expressionlessly. You lied. You're not the top gifter at all. Ethan's smile freezes for a moment, then he becomes defiant again. Just because you say I'm not, doesn't mean I'm not. We share a dorm, but I just keep a low profile and don't like flashing around the dorm. That doesn't mean I'm broke. He pulls out his phone and sends a voice message. Vivian, I just got back to the dorm, and your simp is giving me a hard time again. 10 seconds later, Vivian calls. Ethan picks up and puts it on speaker. Vivian's annoyed voice comes through. Aiden, if you dare give Ethan a hard time again, don't blame me for using my power to deal with you. I frown at her words. What power could she possibly use? By the weekend, I understand exactly what she meant. In the empty conference room, I look at my name crossed off the Community Service Club roster, my face going cold. Why are you removing me? I demand. I've attended 2 activities in a row, got top ratings each time, and I'm 1 event away from completing my report. Removing me now doesn't make any sense. Vivian sits at the front, looks up impatiently, and says, You have bad character. As captain of the Community Service Club, I won't let people like you ruin our department's reputation. The other members already know about the group chat incident from a few days ago, and they immediately stare at me, eyes full of disgust. Oh, so you're that bitter simp Aiden. I didn't realize you were in our department. No need to think about it. He's obviously here to chase Vivian. So gross. The Community Service Club isn't your dating ground, you know. I ignore their malicious comments and point at Ethan's name on the list. Then why are all my previous accomplishments being credited to him? Vivian looks up with disgust. Because I'm the captain. Of course I have the final say. Besides, you bullied him so much before, you owe him so much. So you should give him your spot as compensation. The moment she finishes, the other members chime in. Even if the captain didn't remove you, we wouldn't want to team up with you anymore. Don't try to pin this on Ethan. He's so rich he could easily pay someone to do his community service for him. He doesn't need to steal from you. Exactly. It's our honor that he's willing to participate with us. You should give up your spot for him. Now get out. Aren't you embarrassed? They kick me out of the conference room. In the hallway, Ethan stands there with his arms crossed, looking smug. Got kicked out, huh? I warned you already. This is what happens when you cross me. Vivian, who follows me out, grabs Ethan's hand. Why bother with him? She pulls Ethan away. Looking at her cold back, I say, Vivian, abusing your power like this, aren't you afraid I'll tell the academic advisor? Vivian pauses, then sneers without turning back. You think the advisor will believe you or me? Plus your reputation at school is already trash. No one will speak up for you. Ethan is kind and generous. He deserves all of this. I'm just returning a favor. Hearing the words, returning a favor, I let out a cold laugh, roll my eyes, and stop wasting words on them. I pull out my phone, switch to my alt account, and quickly verify the information of my 8-year-old little sister, then file an underage refund request. I always thought the money I sent was like spilled water, no big deal. I just wouldn't send Vivian gifts anymore. But now that I see who she really is, 500,000 might not be much. But why should I let her keep it? The review takes time, but I'm in no rush. Once Vivian gets the notification, the rumors about me will fall apart on their own. The harder Ethan jumps now, the bigger the backlash later. Meanwhile, Vivian is chatting with Ethan. Ethan, I have a guild tournament this weekend. It's really important to me. You'll come support me, right? Her eyes look at him hopefully. She had been sending direct messages to the top gifters account on TikTok plenty of times, but every message went unanswered. She often worried about not being able to control a whale like that, afraid he wouldn't come back next time. Now that she knows the whale is right beside her, she can finally milk him with confidence. But to her surprise, Ethan's eyes flicker. I might not have time this weekend. We'll see. Vivian turns and squeezes his hand. I believe you'll come. You wouldn't want me to lose to those snobby streamers, right? Once I win this, I'll cut down on streaming and spend more time with you. She winks suggestively. Ethan's face flushes red. He's not as good looking as that bastard Aiden, but if he could be with Vivian, wouldn't that mean he beat him? Thinking this, he immediately says, "Okay, don't worry, I'll definitely be there." Back at the dorm, I check my alt account dashboard. The refund is still under review. I'm about to log out when I notice a direct message. "Hey, I'm also a fan of Vivian. She has a guild tournament this weekend. You'll support her like always, right?" My inbox is flooded with messages. I don't usually bother with them, especially ones about Vivian, but I stare at the profile picture and let out a cold laugh. Isn't this Ethan? I don't waste a second, and block his account right away. Over the weekend, I'm just lounging in the dorm. Ethan, who usually loves to flaunt himself outside, is staying in for once. This time he doesn't taunt me. Instead, he clutches his phone, pacing anxiously back and forth. At 7 o'clock, he opens Vivian's livestream, and his face goes pale as paper. How could this be? My message clearly shows a scene, so why hasn't he come? Did something happen? He's about to send a direct message to my alt account again, only to find that he's been blocked. Ethan is so furious he wants to smash his phone. Just then, his phone rings. He answers in a panic, and Vivian's anxious voice comes through. "Ethan, why aren't you in my livestream? I'm about to lose." "Oh, I have something going on right now. Didn't we agree on a time? How can you have something going on right now? What if I lose? Have other big tippers send some gifts." "No, that's not enough. Ethan, did you forget our promise?" Ethan grits his teeth and shoots me a resentful glare. Then he says, "Can't help it, my old account has some issues. How about this? I'll use a different account to send some gifts." Then he hangs up decisively. With no other choice, Ethan opens his own TikTok account and enters Vivian's livestream. Wincing in pain, he tops up with all his living expenses for the month and sends Vivian a rocket. A single rocket gives less than 10 seconds of animation. "Thanks, Ethan. So generous." After Vivian says, the chat lights up. "Whoa, the #1 top gifter is using another account. Alright, the rest of us small fry can step aside. Now it's the top gifter's solo show. We're about to see a screen full of gift effects again. Awesome." Vivian eagerly waits along with them. But 30 seconds, then a minute pass, and Ethan doesn't send anything else. As the PK battle clock ticks down, Vivian's smile starts to slip. "Ethan, why aren't you sending more? This account doesn't have money loaded." "Then go top it up. There's still 3 minutes. You can make it." "I have something going on right now. Later." Vivian's smile freezes. "Then what about my guild tournament? You promised me. Are you going to break your word?" She had bragged to the guild that she'd rake in 1 million today. Ethan furrows his brow. "Does not sending gifts mean we're not friends? I thought you weren't that kind of money-hungry person." Seeing him angry, Vivian quickly says, "I'm not." Ethan thinks she'll keep coaxing, but the moment someone else sends gifts, Vivian turns to butter up another whale. He angrily exits the livestream and slams his phone shut. I witness all of this and can't help laughing. What's yours is yours, what's not yours will eventually be exposed. What do you know? I'm just testing her, it's not like I can't afford it. She'll come crawling back to coax me, better than some simp who throws himself at her and gets rejected. Sure enough, half an hour later, Vivian calls, though her tone is still annoyed. "Ethan, you shouldn't have been so willful. I lost so badly today. Whose fault is that? You acted so desperate like you only cared about my money, making me lose face in front of Aiden. What did he say now? He mocked me, saying I only have money to offer. Ah, don't listen to his nonsense. I'm not with you for your money, otherwise I wouldn't be coaxing you right now. He's just jealous of you, can't stand to see us happy. I'll get back at him for you." Time flies by, and soon it's the end of month review. As captain of the community service club, Vivian takes the stage as the representative speaker. Before going up, she shoots me a vicious glare, and a bad feeling rises in my chest. Sure enough, during her speech, she says without hesitation, "Aiden in our department has terrible character and extremely bad behavior. I request that his end-of-semester honors qualification be revoked. In contrast, Ethan is kind and generous, a great team player. I believe this honor should go to a more deserving student." The moment she finishes, the members below echo her. The teachers don't really know me, but they have a soft spot for Vivian, who is poor and works to pay her own tuition. After some discussion, the teachers decide, as Vivian suggested, and revoke my honors qualification. "Vivian, since you love abusing your power, I'll just leave the student council. I joined the student council for the honors in the first place. I've kept a low profile, hoping to make a good impression on the teachers. I don't want to throw my weight around, and I don't want others to look up to me because of my family background, but that doesn't mean I'm a pushover." Seeing my anger, Vivian sneers. "Are you threatening me? You really think you leaving will affect the student council? You think too highly of yourself." Ethan rolls his eyes. "Just leave then. Losing 1 Aiden, gaining 1 me, everyone knows the right choice." The other members chime in immediately. "Of course we pick Ethan. He's way better than some shady jerk who only knows how to question people." Setting money aside, Ethan is excellent too. I let out a cold laugh. Setting money aside, could they actually do that? Just then my phone vibrates. I pull it out and glance at it. "Your underage refund request has been approved. The money will be refunded to your account shortly." At the same time, Vivian finishes her speech and steps off the stage with her head held high. As she returns to her seat, her phone suddenly buzzes nonstop, flooded with messages. Since the meeting is still going, Vivian can't pull out her phone, so she just silences it. After her speech, the voting begins, and Ethan wins by an almost unanimous vote over me. Just then, a guy from the public relations department frowns and says, "I think you're being a bit unfair. Aiden hasn't done anything wrong. He's been active in every event. You're just stripping his honors and giving them to Ethan. This is bullying." Vivian shoots him a side glance and sneers, "This is community service club business. What right do you have to butt in?" Another guy says coldly, "I'm the captain of the public relations department. Do I have the right?" Seeing someone defend me, Ethan's face falls. Vivian rolls her eyes and says passive-aggressively, "If you're so eager to defend him, then have the PR department recruit him. He's quitting the community service club anyway." The PR captain says coldly, "Fine, we'll recruit him. I think he works hard." He turns to me. Aiden, would you like to join the PR department? As long as you stay dedicated, I'll nominate you for honors this semester. I have no reason to refuse and quickly accept with a smile. The community service club members seeing this start mocking. The PR department took in someone like him. This is going to be entertaining. Your PR department has a lot of guys. Don't let them all turn into simps like him. Hanging out with someone of such bad character, your reputation will be ruined, Ethan says smugly. Don't bother with them. After the meeting, I'll buy you all milk tea. Wow, as expected of a rich heir, so generous. Thanks, Ethan. Having you in the community service club is a blessing. Vivian smiles too. Ethan being rich and generous makes her look good too. With a little more effort, she'll get him to send her more money and win back the face she lost at the last guild tournament. After the meeting, the community service club members stay in the room waiting for milk tea, and the PR department also stays to have a quick meeting about next week's event. I naturally blend in with the PR team. Vivian sees this and pulls out her phone, sneering, fence sitter. Then she looks down at her phone and the next second, her eyes freeze. Her WhatsApp is filled with many other streamers and various group chats. At this moment, those groups have exploded. The operations team and even the manager are bombarding her with messages. Vivian, what happened? Why did your #1 top gifter file an underage refund? Did you fail to keep him happy? Did you offend him? That's a full 500,000 yuan, all refunded. Do you know how much this affects the guild? Several small streamers who PK'd with you got their accounts banned because of this. The guild also spent a lot promoting you. Now that it's refunded, how do we explain this to the higher-ups? We won't get the platform rewards either. You have to take responsibility. Endless messages keep flooding in. Vivian's vision goes dark. Miss Tina, are you kidding me? Tina curses back. Like hell, I'm kidding. Get ready to pay the company back. Vivian can't believe it, her face turning grim. With trembling hands, she opens the streaming dashboard. Because of her bank card limit, she hadn't withdrawn her earnings yet. The gifts I sent her, of which she got over 200,000 yuan, are all gone now. Her balance is down to just over 8 yuan. She jerks her head up and stares hard at Ethan. Ethan is handing out milk tea, saving the best one for last. With a shy smile, he brings it to Vivian. Senior, I got you the one with extra toppings, super delicious. Vivian doesn't take it. She asks Ethan in a hoarse voice, why did you file the refund? Ethan looks blank. Huh? Don't play dumb. Underage refunds take time to review. You must have filed this a while ago. Vivian then shoves the phone in Ethan's face. The screen reads, you have refunded gifts worth 246,888 yuan. Ethan's smile freezes instantly. His eyes shift around, and he stammers, Senior, I don't know either. Maybe a kid messed with it. I'll go check when I get back. But how could Vivian wait for him to go back? The messages are blowing up her phone. She can't wait. Check it now. If it's a mistake, send the 500,000 back right away. But where would Ethan get 500,000 yuan? He's not the real whale at all. Seeing Ethan hesitate, Vivian suddenly reaches out and snatches the phone from him. She knows the password and quickly opens the TikTok app. Then she discovers, in horror, that although Ethan's avatar and IP match the top gifters, there's no refund record on his account at all. You lied to me! Ethan frantically tries to grab the phone back, but it's too late. He watches Vivian's face change. I bent over backwards for you all this time, took down Aiden myself for you, even gave you my credit and honors qualification, and you dare lie to me? Ethan, where did you get the nerve to impersonate a whale? Vivian's voice is loud, disturbing our meeting. Everyone stops what they're doing and starts watching the drama. You believed everything he said? Someone like you would drool even after being cured. The PR department guys burst out laughing. I thought you'd snagged a whale, but you got nothing. Why so worked up? Aren't these dirty tricks all yours, Vivian? Money hungry, and now that you know you've been duped, your true colors are showing. Maybe it's because their words are too harsh, or because Vivian's change in attitude is too sudden. Ethan's eyes turn red in an instant. Why are you cursing me? I never said I was a whale, you all said it. Plus, did I force you to do those things? I sent you plenty of gifts too. I gave you my whole month's living expenses. Vivian loses control of her words. Your pocket change compared to 500,000? Nothing. If I hadn't thought you were the top gifter, would I have given you the time of day? Have you looked in the mirror? Ethan is fully enraged now. What right do you have to insult me? You think you're such a great person? You're just a bastard trying to scam money out of whales. How are you any better than me? At least I didn't pretend to be a whale just to get close to you. Thinking about all the things I said to you, I feel sick. Most importantly, she doesn't know how she managed to offend the real whale. Someone who can send 500,000 yuan in 2 weeks could send even more later. What went wrong? Just then, a man's voice comes from the conference room door. Excuse me, which one of you is Mr. Aiden? Having enjoyed the drama, I stand up cheerfully. That's me. Your order from the Fortune Pavilion has arrived. Should I deliver it here? The moment he finishes, everyone, including the community service club members, stares in disbelief. What the heck? Food from the Fortune Pavilion? The minimum spend at that restaurant is 10,000 yuan. Even a plate of plain boiled radish costs 1,800. Aiden can afford to order from there? I ignore their doubtful stares and turn to the captain. Can we eat here? The captain nods blankly. Yes. So I wave the server in. Right after, the conference room door opens, and 8 servers file in. To preserve the food's quality, we've provided the restaurant's tableware. An additional fee will be charged. Here are your 8 dishes, please enjoy. Your total comes to 98,000 yuan. The bill has been sent to your email. Okay, I'll settle the bill after I eat. Thank you for ordering, esteemed VIP customer. If you need anything, please call. Everyone is stunned, watching me calmly chat with the server. The 8 dishes are displayed one by one, all signature dishes from the Fortune Pavilion. This meal is my thanks for taking me in. My voice pulls them back to reality. The PR department members haven't even reacted, but the community service club explodes. Holy crap, Aiden has this kind of money? Almost 100,000 worth of food just like that? Suddenly the milk tea in my hand doesn't taste so good. Isn't Ethan supposed to be a whale? Why did he only buy us lemon water? What a cheapskate. Wasn't he just pretending? He admitted it himself. Then who's the real whale? Filed an underage refund. Who did Captain Vivian offend? Is there a chance the real whale is actually Aiden? The moment those words are spoken, the entire community service club falls into dead silence. No way. Aiden is just a desperate simp. I've been his roommate for so long. How could I not know he's rich? Are you rich then? He just dropped 100,000 on a meal, and he probably filed the refund because you ticked him off. Their words snap Vivian back to reality. She screams, no way in her head, but what if? If this is really the case? Vivian's face goes pale and she walks toward me. Aiden, I need to talk to you. Come outside. She turns and walks off, but after a few steps realizes I'm not following. I'm ignoring her, happily eating my food. Aiden, stop putting on airs. I really need to talk to you. Seeing the fire in her eyes, the captain nudges my arm. Hey, what's she calling you? I didn't hear anything. Sounds like a dog barking. Captain, did you hear it? Yeah, totally a dog barking. Vivian's face darkens. She suppresses her impatience and asks tentatively, since you're my top gifter, why didn't you tell me earlier? She prays in her heart that I'll deny it, but I disappoint her. If I'd said it earlier, how would I have seen your ugly true colors? Both Vivian and Ethan's faces change at once. Impossible. How could I not know? I can't be bothered to argue with them. The refund is already in my account. In front of them, I open TikTok and quickly delete the account. No, don't delete it. Aiden, everything I did to you before was because Ethan instigated it. It wasn't what I really wanted. Trust me one more time. Cancel the refund, please? She turns to Ethan. It's all your fault, you bastard. Lying through your teeth, stirring up trouble. Our department doesn't welcome people like you. Get out now. Ethan's eyes burn with rage. He tries to confront her, but Vivian quickly has someone throw him out. Are you satisfied now, Aiden? I know you like me, otherwise you wouldn't have sent me so many gifts. From now on, I promise to be good to only you. Can we start over? I look at her outstretched hand and frown in disgust. You're disgusting. What makes you think you deserve to be my friend? I sent you gifts before just for fun. Don't actually think you caught my eye. The money's been refunded. You and I have nothing to do with each other anymore. Stop coming to bother me. Get lost. I get up and leave. Aiden, you can say all you want in anger, but can you really let me go? I know you're just throwing a tantrum. I'm trying to make up with you. Don't embarrass me in front of everyone like this. I laugh. I'm rich. I can send gifts to whoever I want. What's there to miss about you? Vivian flares up. Does money represent everything? I'm the campus belle and a captain. I'm not short on big tippers in my live stream either. Don't think you're above everything. I'm willing to make up with you out of respect. You keep pushing this and it gets boring. Yeah, it's getting boring. Plenty of trouble after the refund, huh? Why don't you go ask your big tippers for help? You're just a fake innocent flower living off men. Where do you get the nerve to act so righteous? You think you can have your cake and eat it too? You, Aiden, you're way too vicious with your words. You think I have no dignity? Then take your dignity and get lost. Even without you, I'm doing just fine. As for you, don't think money lets you do whatever you want. We'll see. The news that I'm the real whale spreads through the freshman class fast. People who insulted me before all come out to apologize. We were blind, Aiden. Don't be mad at us. It's all that Ethan's fault. How could he make up such a lie? So gross. Ugh, when I think about how smug he was in front of Aiden, he really was a clown. I wonder what Vivian is doing now, probably full of regret. At this moment, the Vivian they're talking about is being chewed out at her agency. You think the refund is the end of it? The company spent so much money packaging you, plus the bonuses you earned from past events, you have to pay all of it back or you'll be facing a lawsuit. Miss Tina, I'm just a student, from a poor family. Where am I supposed to get 200,000 yuan? Aren't you at the same school as the top gifter? What, can't you suck up to him and get him to keep paying? If I were you, with a rich young handsome guy interested in me, I'd bend over backwards. I really don't know what you're being so high and mighty about. Vivian's face darkens like ink. Lately, she's heard this kind of talk more than once. Does she really have to give in to Aiden? While Vivian struggles, Ethan isn't having a good time either. Getting kicked out of the community service club is the small part. The fact that he impersonated me and led people to insult me has finally enraged everyone. Many of the people he used as weapons before are now blasting him on the campus confessions page. When he walks around school, people point and whisper. Even when he gets food, someone will deliberately knock over his tray. Ethan lives in constant fear, walking on eggshells. His emotions finally crack one day during morning study, when someone purposely pours water on his books. In the silent classroom, Ethan suddenly stands up and storms toward me, shouting, Aiden, you vicious bastard, why won't you let me off? A question mark slowly forms on my face. His eyes are bloodshot. If it weren't for you, why would they treat me like this? I just impersonated you a little. You didn't lose anything. Why are you being so harsh? I laugh. I didn't do anything. How am I being harsh? Look, my hand is scalded red. If it weren't for you, where would they get the nerve to target me? You deserve it. Ethan wants to keep yelling, but the chatter around him grows, and the looks aimed at him are all hostile. He knows he's in the wrong, so he fakes a hurt expression. I really know I was wrong. Aiden, we're classmates. Can you let it go? Sure, I nod. Ethan's eyes light up. Really? Then you go to the campus confessions page right now to... If you kneel before me here and shout 3 times that you were wrong, I'll forgive you. Are you messing with me? I won't do that. I pick up my book, then get lost. Feeling humiliated, Ethan can't stay any longer. Just as he's about to leave, someone shoves him hard from behind. His waist slams into the desk, the pain making his face go white as paper. Ethan is about to curse, but a cold female voice cuts him off. Ethan, you're not trying to bully Aiden again, are you? He's under my protection now. Who said you could curse at him? I turn my head expressionlessly and see Vivian standing in front of me with a confident look. I stay silent for a moment. Vivian quickly shoves Ethan aside and plants herself in front of me. What do you want now? Were last time's words not harsh enough? Her expression and tone are much softer this time, even bordering on flattery. Aiden, I went back and reflected. I couldn't see who really had the upper hand before. I was too full of myself. I apologize. Could you do me the honor of letting me treat you to dinner so I can properly make it up to you? I make a noise. Where? I'm very picky about what I eat. Vivian's expression freezes. Picky? She never saw him being picky in the cafeteria. Plus, she only said it offhand. She has barely any money left. Not even enough for next month's living expenses. How is she supposed to treat me to dinner? But once the words are out, there's no taking them back. Vivian grits her teeth and names a 4-star hotel. I stare at her for a long while. Just when she's getting nervous, I nod casually. Fine, I'll come at 6 tonight. Vivian instantly breaks into a triumphant smile. She knew this guy liked her. He couldn't possibly let her go, and as long as she played it right, how could she fail to win him over? Tonight will cost a few thousand, but no matter. Once she's got him, she can keep getting him to send her gifts. Why worry about money then? Vivian's mental calculator is clicking away. But I ask, can I bring friends? She freezes for a second, reluctant in her heart, but for the sake of her future wealthy lifestyle, she grits her teeth and agrees. Sure, your friends are my friends. She finishes, then quickly walks away, as if afraid I'll change my mind, smugly imagining her bright future. But what I'm thinking is, free food being served on a platter, why not eat it? So as soon as class ends, I message the PR department group. Tonight at 6, the International Hotel, Vivian's treat, everyone come. The others are puzzled, but the captain who knows the truth grins gleefully. Vivian's paying. I'm going to milk her for everything, make her shell out big. Oh, I get it. But if Vivian's treating, how can our community service club not be there? Got it. I'll go tell the community service club members. Vivian's treating us to a team-building dinner tonight. The word spreads quickly. By 6 in the evening when everyone gathers, Vivian sees over 20 people crowded at the hotel entrance, her expression unusually colorful, like a paint palette. 20-some people fill 3 full tables. Vivian watches them devour the food as if they've never eaten before, ordering whatever's most expensive. Despite their best efforts to hold back, she can't help but shoot resentful looks. Yet she can't lash out in front of me, so she has to force a smile and ask, Aiden, let's wipe the slate clean. Will you cancel the refund? I turn to the server, completely ignoring her. 2 more plates of lobster. Vivian's face darkens. By the time we've all eaten our fill, she stares at the bill of over 10,000 yuan, her heart aching beyond words. This money is borrowed. If she can't pay it back, she's finished. After dinner, we leave the hotel. Vivian knows she has to make me cancel the refund, so she stops me, her tone harder. All right, Aiden, you've eaten. You've seen my sincerity. Can you cancel the refund now? Meeting her certain gaze, I look blank. What refund? The 500,000 yuan you got refunded as a minor. But I deleted the account. The money's still there, right? I'll go livestream tonight, just send it to me again. Why would I send it to you? You and Ethan came after me before, why would I rush to give you money? But I already apologized. And I treated you to dinner. Watching her grow angrier, I look up at the sky at a 45-degree angle. Not every sorry deserves an it's okay in return. Vivian's eyes darken bit by bit. She finally realizes she's been played. You're freaking messing with me. If you weren't going to cancel the refund, then why the hell did you eat and bring so many people? Aiden, you did this on purpose, didn't you? Yeah, I did it on purpose. Vivian's face turns ashen with rage, her chest heaving violently, but with so many people around she can't do anything to me. So she suppresses her anger and says, since you won't agree, then pay the bill. 13,000 yuan total. Huh? I played dumb. Didn't you say it was your treat? That's why everyone came. If we had to pay, we wouldn't have come, right? Hearing this, the others think Vivian wants them to chip in. They quickly say, yeah, you said it was your treat. Captain Vivian, you can't be so petty. Vivian is so angry she could spit blood. At this moment, she finally realizes she's completely burned the bridge with me. Aiden, you bastard. She curses, raising her hand to hit me. The next second, several people block her. Fighting isn't a good idea. Seeing the tension rise, I say to the captain, don't just stand there. Vivian's hitting people in public. Let's call the police. This is a civil dispute. The police give her a lecture, then let her go. The moment she leaves the station, her phone starts blowing up. Miss Vivian, you owe 23,000 yuan, due on the 3rd of next month. Late payment will affect your credit score. Hello, Miss Vivian, our firm has filed a lawsuit against you for 260,000 yuan. Please settle by the 10th of next month. Vivian, due to recent mass refunds, your live stream room has been banned. Vivian, your mother's illness has flared up again. We still need 30,000 yuan. When are you going to send the money? Reading the debt collection messages one by one, Vivian's vision goes dark, deep despair filling her eyes. Ethan, rubbing his bruised waist, walks out of the infirmary and gets a call from Vivian. When he picks up, she asks him to meet on the school rooftop. He thinks she wants to apologize, and rushes there excitedly. But the moment he arrives, she grabs his throat with bloodshot eyes and pins him against the wall. It's all your fault. If it weren't for you, how would I have offended Aiden? How would I be in this mess? I can't go on living, and I won't let you either. Ethan, deprived of oxygen, his face turning purple, struggles and cries for help, but his voice gets weaker. Just as he's about to be choked to death, the rooftop door bursts open, and security guards point their batons at Vivian. Let go of him. This is murder. We've already called the police. Vivian doesn't listen, in fact. The guards' words scare her even more. She's already at the end of her rope, and if she goes to jail too, she won't be able to live properly, nor die properly. So she tries to jump off with Ethan, but at the critical moment, security tackles her down. Vivian is sent to jail, and due to the chain of events, Ethan suffers a mental breakdown. Not long after, he files for a leave of absence, and is never heard from again.